Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every day, once a day, give yourself a present. Don't plan it, don't wait for it, just let it happen. It could be a new shirt at the men's store, a cat nap in your office chair, or 2 cups of good, hot, black coffee. Like this. It's the present. Like Christmas. Oh, man, that is the spot. Nothing like a great cup of black coffee.
What would you like for breakfast?
The usual.
The usual coming up. Milk? Cereal? Crunchy or silent? Better make it silent.
And some bacon.
Bacon.
And one soft-boiled egg.
And one soft-boiled egg.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank goodness.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank
The late adopter. Very, very late, unfortunately. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, Trading Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and we gotta do a trade, guys. We gotta do at least a trade every day, Monday to Friday, because, you know, we gotta learn this stuff. And today, guys, we're gonna talk about, you know, what's happening in Bitcoin right now. It's having a small pullback. We're gonna talk about the triangle, and also very important, of course, we're gonna look at what's happening with the DXY. It's pumping a little bit, but you know, it's not that bad. We're gonna look at the you know, stock market a little bit, and I'm also gonna show you how we can find out when the accumulation phase is actually done. So I'm gonna show you you know, signs of when this accumulation phase is done. Now, we should assume that this is accumulation phase on the bottom. We should assume that this is bottom by all technical analysis, all on-chain analysis is showing that this is accumulation phase. This is the bottom. Now, this can of course go down to 10K. We understand that. You know, the world is not, you know, the way it used to be. It's a little bit different right now. You know, stuff can happen that can push the price towards downside. But besides that, if nothing happens, this accumulation phase, guys, How's everybody doing in the chat, guys? Roll Doctrine of Joy, morning, Roll. How you doing, man? Sagar Kate, good morning. What's up? The Center Plan is in the chat. What's up? How you doing, man? Edward Too Good, what's up? Love the new intro. Thanks, man. I'm sorry for waiting. You know how long? 15 minutes. with the intro, but you know, I hope that wasn't that bad. You know, nice chill out music in the background with nice you know, imagery. You know, how bad can it be? Norway raking in hydropower dollars. I don't know, man. I don't know. Norway is not, you know, the stock market has been, you know, pretty bad lately. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out eventually. John Barker, 3 positive trades today, 1 small loss. Nice, man, nice. That's very good. Market showing signs of movement. Norway can show the world how to write government contracts. I don't know what you guys mean by Norway, but okay. Hello from UK. Hello Josh, how you doing, man? Much better politicians in Norway, less corrupt, I think. Nah, there is corruption all over the place. It might be a little bit different corruption, but it's just, you know, the same kind of corruption all over the place. Still waiting the ape into ape, keep missing the entry points, Rolo. There are no entry points unless you're a gambler. We all gamblers, man. Only exit points. Black Swan incoming within 6 weeks. Gort is on the shorter side, but you know, he's gonna get he's gonna capitulate eventually. I'm gonna show you that. Electric 9 o'clock right on the dollar again. Yeah, 9 o'clock right on dollar. Techno Vikings in the chat. Hi man, how you doing? The intro needs a beach and a palm, not some mountains. Yeah, mountains are nice, man. People like mountains as well. So guys, as you can see here, we can start with talking about a little bit about Bitcoin, what's happening in Bitcoin right now. And you see down here that we had you know, big move towards the upside. We failed to break on downside. This is actually second fail, because we, you know, went up here first time, failed, you know, and managed to hold the support held, and over here the support held. And once we actually held the support after this fake out towards the upside, this was actually quite good. And once we actually broke this towards the upside up here, I'm gonna show you up here on Twitter. I actually wrote I actually posted, not this one up here. I actually posted Bulls won, guys. Bulls won, and this is what I consider, you know, a very good win for the Bulls. If you invert the chart a little bit, you'll see a lot of these kind of moves in any kind of bullish, bearish scenario. You will see some kind of triangle. You'll see a fake out or downside. You will see move up. You will see that, you know, it fails to break the resistance. It goes back down below support. Maybe retest the resistance again. Then goes down to this level down here. Once it actually breaks this level towards the downside, this actually becomes very bearish or bullish thing, depends on how you're looking at it. So what I'm looking at right now over here is this move down here towards the support, because right now bears are trying to test the support on the downside down here, this resistance on the downside, to see if it's gonna hold. You can understand there is still a lot of shorters in the market. As long as we are in this accumulation phase, there will be people calling for 10k, 15k, 5k, whatever k, and they're gonna try to short. There is a lot of shorters and they have not capitulated yet. We're gonna talk about you know, shorter capitulation in a second, but this move towards downside is definitely being you know, pushed down to retest this level down here. Now if this level holds, we managed to break you know, previous high up here towards the upside. This is gonna be very bullish move, and then we gotta go all the way up there, then break this towards the upside. Once we broken all of both of these levels over here, and these levels are sitting at right now 19.5, and this one is at 2.2. Once we've broken both of these levels over here towards the upside, and we need to break both of these levels towards the upside, but once we've broken both of these levels towards the upside, I would assume this is actually a very good thing. And you can see up here, you know, you'll see up here that these levels are very important levels. Now we can also draw two very important levels on this chart over here. This on the 4-hourly time frame. Number one, this is the previous level up here, down here, that actually used that support before we actually broke the downside. This was the high of all of these levels up here. So you can see here between 19.5 and 19.6, give or take, that's the level that we need to break. You can see down here as well, we are trying, you know, this was previous bottom of the support, this was previous bottom of the support. Right now it's acting as a resistance over here, so you know, we need to get above this level up here. So some kind of pull down here, and once we break this level up here, we are already very good. And once we break the second level up here towards the upside, that's gonna be super nice. that's the good stuff, right? That's what we're looking for to become bullish on Bitcoin. The bad stuff will happen if we, for whatever reason, not go back inside the triangle will be a bad move. But if we go back outside the triangle on the other side up here, that's gonna be very bad move, because then you're breaking everything again towards downside, and finally the bears are actually winning if we go towards downside. So I do not want to do this move all the way down here below, what's that, 18.7, 18.8k. I do not want to do this move towards downside. So the biggest move towards downside I would like to do, you know, to keep the bullishness, is around 19, give or take, down here on the support line down here, and then, you know, bounce off here. If you go up here, this will be the very first sign something is wrong. And then if you break this on downside, this is the second sign that something is wrong, and that means probably that we're gonna, you know, tumble down a little bit more after that. So, you know, I'm looking, but right now it does look bullish, and I'm looking for this move down here to actually bounce off of that. So you know, that's the way I see that might be the best case scenario. You can also see that, you know, we got, you know, less moving average down here, 50 moving average on the downside down here. So all the way down here to the support, that's what I'm looking, because once you go inside here, number one, you're back in the triangle, and you're also below a lot of moving averages, which is quite bad, on the daily time frame over here. You'll see that right now this 10 moving average up here coming something like this up here. So, you know, maybe we can go a little bit up to 10 moving average, but it's a give or take around the trend line over here. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Let's see 1 hourly time frame. 1 hourly time frame down here, 200 moving average sitting at 19.2, give or take. But overall, sorry, this wasn't 1 hourly time frame. 1 hourly time frame is 200 moving average sitting actually at the support line down here over here, the triangle. So yeah, the triangle up here is very important. That's the lowest, you know, I think we should be able to go. If we go below that, then, you know, something is wrong and something is not actually playing the way it's actually should be playing. So this looks good for Bitcoin right now, and we're not gonna talk too much about it right now, but, you know, that's what I'm looking for right now. DXY is pumping towards upside. Let's go into small time frames up here, 4 hourly time frames. You can see up here that we previously had some kind of, you know, a resistance here at 115, and we said, you know, if we break this 115, you know, it does not look good for the markets or anything else. Now DXY is up 0.8% right now today. But it's nothing bad. Now there is difference when you go there is difference when you break resistance and go 1% towards upside, and then when you break the support and then you pump back to the, you know, to the resistance on the 1% towards upside. So this move up here already broke on downside. Right now it's going for a retest up here, and I kind of like it because it's kind of curving a little bit towards the side, and this you know, oftentimes indicates some kind of slow movement towards upside, which might actually break again on downside. I'm looking also on the XY for this resistance to hold. And to get rejected and then go back below these levels down here again, because that's gonna be you know, a lower low, and, you know, it might be good for Bitcoin as well. So you can see right now Bitcoin is going back down to the support levels. Back down to support levels up here. It has a little bit more to go the way I see it, but if you look at the DXY, it has maybe a little bit more go towards upside before it does this move. So, you know, they are still, you know, correlate a little bit maybe, and, you know, it just might be good for us right now. Stock market is down. This is the 4 hourly on the stock market. If you look at on the daily time frame, you'll see that we you know, had a nice pump up here on the stock market. This is Dow Jones, and right now we are pulling a little bit back towards downside, but we already broke some kind of trends over here. We already broke some kind of trend. This is a retest on the trend, so this can definitely go towards upside. So even the stock markets right now are looking, you know, not all that, you know, healthy, but they are looking like they're hitting some kind of support levels and stuff like that, right? This is Nasdaq, and this is S&P 500. You also see on S&P 500, for example, that we got these expanding musical instruments over here, and this is actually happening on all of the charts. All the charts. I'm just gonna draw it quickly up here, something like this up here, something like that down there, and the Nasdaq is, you know, doing the same thing up there, down there. So there is definitely some kind of, you know, expanding musical instruments happening on all of the charts, and we are betting that these expanding musical instruments will break towards the upside eventually over here. Once that does that, this bottom down here is pretty much in for the stock market. So, you know, this resistance line up here, very important level to break towards the upside. We are not quite there yet, but, you know, we are getting very close. So as you can see right now, I'm not, you know, overly bearish. You're not using FIB. So as you can see, I'm not, you know, bearish in any kind of sense. So today I know Bitcoin is down 0.5%, but you know, it is kind of move that needs to happen towards downside down here, this retest, because if you zoom in a little bit on the small time frames, we broke this, we had some kind of pullback down here. You can see we are holding these levels over here on the downside. If you just use the wicks on downside, which I don't ever actually use, but you know, I'm looking for this 90,005. If it holds, that means that bulls are in control and everything's good and dandy. I also been, you know, what are you gonna say? I also been comparing these two moves up here. If you see up here, we had a big move towards downside, and you know, 1, 2 moves, 3 moves down, and the same thing up here. You know, big move up, 1, 2 move, maybe 2 moves, 3 moves, and down. maybe it's the same kind of move. Maybe we're gonna get something like this over here. So if you get something like this over here on the downside, you know, we are already below the triangle, and you know, it's gonna be very, very bad. So you know, we don't want to do that. I do not know actually which direction this is gonna go, but you know, we all, you know, here on tech analysis, we only work with you know, probabilities, what, you know, what should happen, what should not happen, bulls versus bears, shorters versus, you know, people longing and stuff like that. So you know, if certain levels hold, then it's very good. That said guys, what you're gonna see here, what you see here right now, is that bears are still fighting for control and bulls are fighting to regain control. So this is when it comes to markets, you know, it's everything is about, you know, are there more people longing, are there more people shorting, you know, are there more people that are bullish, are there more people that are bearish? So it's always a fight between the bears and the bulls. So what you're gonna see here, let's zoom out a little bit up here. So what you're gonna see here down here is that, you know, bears have been in control for a very, very long time, and right now down here the bulls are coming in and trying to hold the price, right? But there is still a lot of shorters. There are still a lot of shorters in the market, and what we need to have from these kind of levels, if this is some kind of bottom, we need to have what's called shorter capitulation. Now shorter capitulation is when we go up and, you know, we start liquidating, you know, shorts start closing their position. This is, you know, called short squeeze. But short capitulation needs to happen, so some kind of move up here needs to happen. All of these people that are thinking that we're gonna, they kind of lose hope. They say, okay, I capitulated, short squeeze happened, liquidation. You know, we need to close, and we need to make a big part of these shorters go from being bears to being bulls. Once this happens, the switch happens from the, you know, bearish momentum to the bullish momentum. Now we are not even close to that yet, but I'm gonna show you how this actually played out previously, so you can understand what am I looking for and what you should be looking for. So yeah, so over here, let's go back in time. And we go very, very, very long back in time. Let's start over here. So the capitulation happens when you come to some kind of bottom, and then you have a big move towards the upside. You know, this was the initial move towards the upside, but capitulation up here, you know, short capitulation up here happened when we had this move towards the upside. Once we start going up here, you know, they sold off, but you know, they already capitulate because we broke very certain levels up here. We went towards the upside. You know, you had short capitulation, and this is actually you know, 200% move towards the upside. Just the initial move up here. If you go all the way down here, it's, you know, 145%. But this is what we call short capitulation or short squeeze, because you know, the switch changes from being, you know, very, very bearish. Oh, we're gonna go down, we're gonna, you know, this is just gonna, you know, there is some kind of triangle up here, there's some kind of, definitely some kind of lines up here. You know, there's a lot of people thinking that this thing is just gonna, you know, crash and go towards downside. But once we do this move towards the upside, it's kind of game over for bears. You know, game is over and we good. So this is a short capitulation. You're gonna see this short capitulation happening every single time we have the bull market, right? Over here, this was just some kind of this was after the move up here. This is you know, the new bull market or whatever. We came down here, you know, maybe this is over here, the short capitulation. This is a very, very short term play. Let's see if you can see this on the daily time frame. Maybe you should be looking at daily time frame over here. Let's go a little bit back. So over here in 2013, this is short capitulation. You can see down here that we you know, went down, we consolidated for a very long time. People are still thinking this is going to go down, 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 but then you get this big impulsive move towards upside. You know, this is short capitulation up here, and even this move towards upside was something like, you know, give or take 100% towards the upside. This is short capitulation because once you break these levels on the downside down here, this you know, accumulation phase, you know, all the shorters, all the bears kind of switch to the long positions. You know, they close their short position, they capitulate, and then you kind of continue going towards the upside. Down here in 2014, the short capitulation came on this move up here. This move up here, you can see big move, a big almost parabolic move towards the upside. This was a move of something like, you know, 150% towards the upside up here. Entire this capitulation phase, entire this, you know, accumulation phase was finished with this move towards the upside. This you know, short capitulation, and they go pretty rapidly towards the upside, as you see. They are very volatile in their movements. They're very volatile in the movements towards the upside up here, almost parabolic move towards the upside. This has been very characteristic for Bitcoin. This happens all the time. So over here, this you know, short capitulation phase up here happened, but once this short capitulation phase happens, it's pretty much over. The accumulation phase is done. This indicates capitulation phase done. People switch from bearish to bullish, and you know, you continue going towards the upside, right? And the last capitulation, short capitulation phase came up here in 2018. You can see here we had the accumulation phase up here. We started with a big move towards upside, then we had this, you know, this volatile, you know, almost parabolic move towards upside. This is when, you know, all the shorters actually, you know, gave up, and this phase, this accumulation phase was done. This was also something like, if you take from bottom to top up here, 100% move towards upside, and of course this continued a little bit more up, then you know, came you know, some kind of new top, and a new move towards downside, right? New move towards downside. And over here, the only you know, capitulation phase I can actually find is this one up here, because there is some kind of trend line over here, right? You know, maybe something like this up here, give or take. And then you have this, but this wasn't a big move. This wasn't a big move, but you know, it's only 30% move towards the upside. But maybe after this, you know, a big bottom, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. So I don't think. But this, you know, the bottom that we are calling the bottom, this capitulation phase came very strictly. So what can we expect right now to happen? You know, if, you know, like we said, from all the technical analysis, on-chain analysis, we should expect this to be some kind of accumulation zone, some kind of bottom, right? Now, of course, again, the world is not the way it was, you know, 4 years ago, 8 years ago, 12 years ago. The world is a little bit different place right now. But this accumulation phase, if we're not gonna go down to, you know, CryptoNoob says 60, not 12. If you're not going to go down to 12k, like CryptoNoob says, if you're not going to go towards downside, this phase will be defined. You know, it will end with a parabolic move towards the upside. You know, very fast move towards the upside, and we can expect right now from whatever level we are at. We're down here at 70,000, 100% move towards upside. If something like that, you know, if you had to see something like, you know, we've seen previously, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, but there will be some kind of, you know, big, you know, move towards upside. Because once this move towards upside happened, then the accumulation phase is done, and then the entire part down here is actually over. So accumulation phase finishes once these shorters actually close positions. So this short capitulation phase, the short squeeze, I called short capitulation phase because, you know, shorters are capitulating on the way up. It goes so rapidly. So right now the shorters won't be capitulating as long as we are below 25. They will still be fighting, you know, to push the price down. They will still be fighting for 12k, 10k, 5k, whatever the k they are looking for. They will still be fighting to push it down. But once we start breaking these levels towards the upside, first of all, there's this trend line over here that got broken, right? There's the trend line that got broken right now. We're going sideways, and then we got this trend line over here that needs to be broken up here. and then there will probably be some kind of, you know, lesser you know, trend line over here that needs to be broken, something like up here. Once this is broken, there will be a horizontal line, and you know, you become super bullish towards the upside, and you will see this, you know, almost parabolic move towards the upside, that, you know, Bitcoin will go up 100%. Now that's, you know, short capitulation, and that's what I'm looking for to end this this bear market, or this accumulation phase in the start of the bull market, because this is always the start of the bull market. The start of the bull market doesn't go with a short, you know, because already goes up 100%. At the start of the bull market doesn't start with a short squeeze or a short capitulation phase. It starts with accumulation phase on the bottom down here. So this phase down here, but because everything right now is telling us that this is the accumulation zone, right? So if you know, the world, if the world wasn't in this much trouble, you know, today, I don't think nobody would be talking about 10k or 5k or something like crazy like that. Everybody would be buying just as much. There will be a lot more optimism now in the world when it comes to Bitcoin. But you know, we are not quite there yet. We are not quite there yet. So you know, so there is a lot of, you know, fear, and you know, people are a little bit scared what's gonna happen next in the world and stuff like that. So this accumulation phase down here, you know, will it actually hold? Will we break down to the lower levels? I don't know. I'm still saying there is always possibility to go down, but something bad needs to happen before we actually do that. Now if you look up here, this triangle that we actually broke you know, out of towards the upside, that shows a little bit of bullishness, but we still need to go above certain levels up here. Like we said, one of the more important levels right now, it's up here at the top, previous top up here, and then, you know, the next level is up there. So these two levels at 19.5 2.2 needs to be broken first, you know, to give us a little bit of bullishness towards the upside. But right now, even this move towards the upside is being pushed down. You can see here bears, you know, pushed it up to try to break the support, failed to break the support, and we went back above the resistance, which I think is very, very bullish. So this move towards downside, this retest, is very, very bullish for us. So as soon as we get maybe down there, maybe even not even close there, if we are bullish, we don't have to come close and then go up here. And once we are above the, you know, 20.2k, you know, we might see more bullishness towards the upside. I'm not saying that we're gonna see, you know, 37k today, but that's what I'm looking for. So guys, that's how we're gonna find out when this accumulation phase is done, when the shorters give up, when the short accumulation, short capitulation happens, when the short squeeze happens, when the price just explodes towards the upside. That's when you know, guys, it's game over. It's game over for shorters. The bulls won, but bulls are already win. This is a small win for the bulls, but you know, bulls need to win more. And you know, when we are analyzing the chart, we are always looking who is stronger, the guys who are buying, the guys who are pushing the price up, or the guys who are selling, try to hold the resistance and pushing the price down. So it's always, you know, some kind of fight between the bulls and bears. Always some kind of fight between the bull and bear. What is Jet says? When 3k BTC? Soon, maybe not. Maybe the best case scenario is we get 13k bottom. Why is that best case scenario? So you can buy 13k? No, you're not getting 13k. Bears in control for, yeah, bears have been in control for a very, very long time. I would say, I go as far to say that bears have been in control not only since up here. I would say that bears have been in control ever since down here. Even this move towards the upside, I would say that, you know, bears maybe, you know, because they still held some kind of, you know, resistance up here. So even though we managed to push it up, like, you know, bears have been definitely, you know, working their ass off to get something done. But after we hit the secondary top, they had their fun in the sun, you know. So 1 2 3 4, and right now we need the, you know, last move down here. Anybody who is doing the Elliott waves technical analysis, you know, they are saying that this is one, you know, this is 1 2 3 4, and right now we need to do 5 down to 5k or 10k or whatever, right? So everybody's saying we need this last move towards downside. I'm not really on that bandwagon just yet. I'm not really on that bandwagon just yet. You know, I might, you know, do it like 1 2 3 4. Why not like this? I think this is better. I think this is better. Don't you think? I like this a lot better, right? 1 2 3 4 5. This is better, right? I like this better. Anything bullish I like better than bearish things. So there is that. What's up, Mladen? Just missed a great show. You should go rewatch it again. At least the part about shorting, short capitulation. At least the part about short capitulation. I think it's interesting to know when this accumulation is gonna be done. You're saying something should happen to come to 12k. Why, man? Then we came from 69 to 70. We came from 69 to 70 because we had to grandmas and granddads buying Bitcoin, and all your office worker are talking about ApeCoin. Sorry, not ApeCoin, but meme coins, and so you need to people need to take profit. There is selling, there is capitulation. That it's a normal move towards the downside. The price doesn't always go towards the upside. If you were there to buy Bitcoin at 3k and then Bitcoin goes to 69k, I mean, at one point you have to take profit, because if you never take profit, I mean, if you are just hodling, let's imagine you just everybody hodling, the price will just go parabolically towards the upside until there is no more Bitcoin, and just gonna stop at one point because nobody's selling anymore, right? But human emotions, people are selling, buying so they can sell later for more money. So there is definitely being profit taken, and once they start taking profit, the fire goes out of the Bitcoin and the price starts pulling back. The euphoria and a lot more people become going losses, and euphoria goes out and the price moves back down, and the guys with big money, they don't want to buy yet because they feel the price can go even more towards downside, so they start shorting the market a little bit more towards us and make this goes a little bit faster. Let's get it some kind of new bottom, and when everybody capitulates is when the price moves back down, when everybody forgets about Bitcoin, when you can come to certain levels that the new buyers are with big money are starting piling into buying. You kind of establish some kind of accumulation zone there, and then the cycle repeats again. Then the good news start piling in, then the price starts going up, then the new euphoria kicks in, then you hit some kind of new top up there at the top, when a grandma that lost money previous time starts buying again at the top, and then you sell to the grandma and granddad. Of course, their pension funds goes to shitters, but you get money for new yacht, So there is that. So that's the cycle of life, unfortunately, and that's how it's happening. So that's why we need to go down. V3 needs to be bigger than 1. Yeah, I know that there are rules. This is 1, 2. Then this third move, yeah, I don't know if it's bigger than 1, but so this cannot be 1 then, right? If it needs to be bigger than 1, so maybe it's something like this, maybe someplace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, but then 3 needs to be longer. Like maybe gonna do this on the weekly time frame and say 1, 2, 3, but 3 is not bigger than 1. 3 is not bigger than 1. Maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if this is even possible, because this secondary move, like 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's ABC. Maybe it's ABC correction. We are, but maybe it's just ABC correction. Maybe it's just ABC correction towards downside, and right now we are gonna go towards upside, right? It's an ABC then. Yeah, ABC. There you go. So we can agree that it's ABC. ABC is done. We are at the bottom. Let's go up. So even Elliott Waves right now telling us that we are supposed to go up. I am being bearish. I want to be bullish, but I can't until Bitcoin. What you mean? Like, when did you join? When did you join the community in crypto? Like, if you didn't see Bitcoin crash, like, you're doing the waves. Yeah, man, this channel is going, not the right way. HV was alone. What does HV means? Either ABC or we still a 1. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. He's saying that we are still at 1. This is still 1, 2, and then 3 needs to be bigger than 4. There we go. What is that? Fibs? Nah, it's Elliott Waves. Stuff that we don't do here on the channel, it's Elliott Waves. What are your plans this time? Again, leverage 10x at top. No, this time, you know, previously my plan was the 10x, but you know, I didn't have that much experience, so you know, I wanted 10x up here, but I was afraid. Then we came up here and I wanted 10x. I did not 10x. Then we came up here and I was like, hey man, I'm losing, because my target up here was, you know, between 80 and 18 and 100k, right? So I was like, if I don't do 10x over here, then you know, I'm not gonna make. So I need to do 10x right now, you know, to do the thing that I wanted to do. Unfortunately, I did, I think, on this one or this stop up here, and of course pulled back down big time. I lost like 2/3 of my account, entire portfolio account, like, you know. So this time I'm not gonna do the 10x. This time the idea is just to buy very low, buy NFTs and not NFTs, but you know, metaverse tokens, you know, play turn, NFTs, these kind of stuffs, you know, at the cheapest price I can get, and then just let it go all the way to the top. This time 100x. Target to 0 will be met. Dollar cost average is best on spot. Yeah, so dollar cost average on spot. So this time it gave so much time on top too long for people, otherwise it stays only 1-2 days. Yeah, because this wasn't a blow off top. This wasn't a blow off top. It's a different ball game right now. I think a lot more investors with big money have been accumulating for a long. After 2017 top, there has been a huge accumulation by, you know, big investors and whales and big money, and they need you know, they need distribution phases. They need this, you know, either that's here at the top or you know. So this might be, you know, first distribution phase, accumulation phase up here. Then we came to some kind of, you know, maybe again distribution phase, but this was, you know, again, you know, some kind of top. Then we came down to the redistribution. What people thought that this was, you know, reaccumulation, but it was a redistribution. And then once we go towards downside down here, and I think this is accumulation. So distribution, accumulation, distribution, accumulation, right? Maybe. I mean, it could be that. It could be that. West needs to be beat the last bear. The Russians bear is capitulation. Even if it was 3k, most people still not buy as it may go lower. Yeah, exactly, Alex. That's the way these things work. That's exactly how these things work. Har du sett norska krona vår kraschar mer än euro gör? Yeah, the Norwegian crown. I haven't actually seen it. Let me check it out. Currencies. Yeah, 10.8. So yeah, it is great. It is great. You know, Norwegian money is being crap right now versus the dollar. So there is that. You have to understand, guys, that the dollar is not getting stronger. The dollar is getting stronger against other currency, but the dollar power is getting worse and worse. So not only is the dollar going towards the downside, because they are printing a lot more of it and stuff like that. Not only is the dollar, you know, going to the downside, all the other currencies, the DXY that are pegged to the dollar in the basket that I'm trying to figure it out, they are doing worse than the dollar. So dollar is going down, but all other currencies are also going down. So everything is going down, guys. Everything. It's just the dollar seems strong compared to the other currency. Dollar is not strong. Dollar is also going down. Everything is going down, guys. Everything. You don't understand this. Yeah. So everything is going down beside Bitcoin. Beside Bitcoin. Now, if dollar is to move down to more than everything else, maybe only hedge in the world we have right now might be, just might be, Bitcoin. This time gave so much time on top. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna take 5 minutes break, and then we're gonna do a trade, guys. We're gonna find something that we can actually trade. And you know, we're gonna put the trade, and we're gonna also talk about, you know, how our yesterday's trade went. So there is that. Let me just see this up here, a little bit up here. This looks good. This looks good. This does not look good. And this over here, I don't know, this looks okay. Okay, 5 minute break, guys, and then when we come back, then we're going to, you know, popped our pump song. We're gonna find an altcoin that actually can do 100x. We're gonna do, you know, 100x. We're gonna do 100x on a coin that's gonna do 100x spot, and you know, we're gonna get rich in one day. Let me put some background music on again. Some kind of lo-fi stuff. There you go. Where is the chart? We're gonna look at the chart. Not this chart. Bitcoin chart. 1 hour chart. look for E3 might make move. Yeah, E3, we're gonna check it out. I think something happened with E3. It's up. You see these, you know, these lines? You see how they broke, but they didn't break. And this one should go something like this up here. Very straight. Yeah, we're gonna do a trade on. We cannot trade E3 because it's not on KuCoin. Yeah, it is on KuCoin. It is on Q. By the way, let's see how our last trade is actually doing. This is sent from yesterday. It's still up 13%. We came very close to taking profit up here. 0.85.8. We had our take profit at 0.86. So you know, we came up here and I was like, should I take profit? Nah, let's just let it go. So I think there's still, you know, big probability. If Bitcoin goes up, it gets a retest. And we're gonna, you know, it's gonna take profit up here, so it's all good. But let's see, E3. There is no E3 on. There is no E3 on spot. Let's go to just KuCoin. Spot trading is on spot. Yeah, you can buy it on spot. See, you can buy it on spot. 11.71. It's already up here, man. On KuCoin it's at 11.7. It's already up here. So this on Huobi. It's also on Bybit. It's also on Bybit. Maybe you should do the Bybit account and do the trade on Bybit as well. Because, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let me just log in on Bybit. We get a 400 million challenge account, so you know we are live now, so we can definitely you know do on trade on E3.
Start to talk, but makes no sense. I'm not even tired. It's midnight conversations. Forget the complications. Soon see the sunrise. Look, we've all made it. Don't look back. It was late, just forget. Said too much. Let's try again. Good morning. Let's try again. Good morning.
Well, it doesn't let me log in, so there's that. It's very slow. Bybit is very slow on Brave browser for some reason. I don't know why. Let me try it up here. Yeah, already logged in up here. We just switch the account. Account switch. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're gonna do it on. We can trade E3 on Bybit. So we're gonna do it like this up here. Somewhere over there. We got derivatives, USD perpetual. There we go. Thanks. There we go. So here we go. We got a Bybit. We got $1,000 bucks on Bybit. This is a 400 million challenge account. So you know we might use this account to make a trade. It's okay. But for some reason, it's Bybit is getting a little bit laggy for some reason. Bybit is getting a little bit laggy for some reason. Let's see. E3. There we go. That's our target. That's our target. 1 hour. It's consolidating. So we might wait a little bit when it comes to this. We're gonna wait a little bit up here. You know, it is not down at the bottom. So you know, maybe some kind of breakout or something like that. Maybe we're gonna trade the breakout towards the upside. Let's see here 4 hourly, daily. Daily can still pull back down a lot. Daily can still pull back down a lot though. What's your desired position? 10x leverage. Yeah, we're gonna do full account 10x on Bybit. I mean, if you're gonna get to 1 million, guys, we gotta do 10x full. I mean, if this thing pops, you know, everything pops. By the way, Bitcoin is in green right now. Bitcoin is back in green, 0.05% in green, which is very nice. RSR has been, I think it's been bullish, but still pulling back down to the support line down here at 50 MA. So that might be a nice long position up here. This was, you know, some kind of short position up there. You can see up here came very nicely, and then you know right now going down. So I think RSR might actually pull all the way down to the 50 MA eventually, right? Right now it's down almost 5% towards downside, but this is a little bit bullish. I think there is mainnet coming in October or something like that. So there is that. Yeah, we are waiting for E3. E3. So you know there is some kind of triangle up here. Definitely some kind of triangle up here. And the bottom triangle, you know, depends on how you draw this, but maybe something like this up here. Maybe something like this up here. Give or take. It's always give or take, right? These two up here, maybe something like this, maybe a little bit something like this. Yeah, this seems more legit triangle up here. So it went up there to resistance, pull back, right back up there again. It's still above this moving average. Let's see how much downside do we have up here. Yeah, like 5% downside. It's like 50-60% of our account. Like it's too much leverage. 10x is too much leverage up here. You can only do like 2x up here, something like that before this actually breaks down on the downside down here. Maybe 10x up here. Maybe only spot up here. I'm a little bit unsure. Yo, what's up? What's up, Eric? How you doing, man? Public chat, but he says, can you check the chart and give me feedback? QVU001. This is a chart of brand new Bitcoin. So it's Bitcoin chart. The golden pocket down here, of course Fibonacci's. The golden pocket down here at 10k. You know, so in some kind of it is nice channel. Can go down? It can. It is actually quite nice. It is actually quite nice. But then you're using this down here and not this up here, you know, so it could be, the chart could be a little bit different. Could you just go down here, something like that, if you use the channel up here with the bottom down here? It should be something around, you know, maybe 14, 15k, you know, so there is that. Can you go down there? Anything can happen, man, anything can happen. Let's go to the Bitcoin Liquid chart up here. Okay, weekly. Let's clean up everything. So what he's looking at is a logarithmic chart up here. He's looking at the channel from the top to the top. And then he's using this button down here, but you know, why use that button? Well, you use this button over here. And this button down here says, you know, 30k, give or take. So I'm definitely, definitely you can see that people are still, you know, looking at these kind of levels. But if you will use this button down here, we are at the bottom. We are at the bottom, you know. Depends on where you put the line. Depends on where you put the line on the downside. use the week on the downside down here, it's, you know, the bottom is at 10k. If you use the bottom down here, previous bottom, the bottom is at 13k. You know, if you use the bottom is down here, but we are very, very close to 70, you know, 70.7k or something like that. The bottom down here, you know, if you use this stop up here, we broke the bottom on the downside, right? If you extend it towards something like this, so the midline comes to the previous top up here, you know, we just started going down, and you know, the bottom is down on 8k. After party with the TLA, yeah. So as you can see, you know, it kind of depends where you put the line. It kind of depends where you put the line. I wouldn't like to use this, you know, Corona dump, because this is overextension or, you know, dump. But you know, this button down seems more realistic, and it does hit it very nicely. You know, midline is up here. You know, up here is midline where we retested that. The bottom, you know, so is the bottom down here at 13k? That kind of depends, right? But it could be that. It could be that. We don't know. So let's see a little bit Ethereum V up here on the chart. I don't know why I want to trade this, but you know, it looks like it's in some kind of top right now. Let's go to 1 hourly time frame and not focus on small time frames, because it's gonna be a long-term trade. And pop some, you know, pop some nice moving averages on the chart. Let's go 4 hourly up here. Do we have empty now? We just have consolidation. Turning around, getting up here above 10-20 moving averages on 4 hourly, hitting this stuff up here very nicely. There is no divergences on the small charts, right? It was upside downside. It looks like just consolidation phase here at the top, or a bit below the resistance level. Music is too loud. Sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. What's he saying? That was the only comment he saw. Sorry guys, sorry. If I forget something, you know, just spam the chat until I get the message. Till our voice mixes up super. There we go. Hope it's a little bit better. His beard is bearish. No, beard is bullish. It's getting longer and longer. So the 30-minute charts above, you know, certain moving averages up here. We could bet on, we don't even have to go all the way down there. I mean, just like it touches on the downside. So we got, you know, up here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Down here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 times touches. So you got four times. Like, this is gonna break out very soon, guys. This is gonna break out very soon. You know, when I say very soon, this is a, you know, 1 hourly chart, so you know, it might take, you know, but it's gonna be during the day. It's gonna be during the day, and it's gonna break out. It's gonna be during the day. Swedish TLA Anna, Tlana, but you know, TLA Anna, TLA Na. What is the position size for this trade? By the way, KVU001, George, I saw your message in the public Telegram chat. I looked at the chart, so you might go back, you know, 5 minutes back in time and check the chart. I don't know if you can hear anything because the music was loud, but you know, it you know, you can get the message. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Good. Now for this you know, this is gonna be the 410 million account. We got this 400 million account with, you know, $1,000 in. We started with $400. We went to 2005. We went back. You know, we lost a bunch of times. Sheldon stopped, you know, doing the 400 million challenge. We lost a little bit, you know, hope, and you know, so we will eventually get back to 400 million challenge. So you know, this might be a good time to do that, because Ethereum V is only on on Bybit. I cannot trade on Qcoin, so we got a small account on Bybit as well. So we're gonna do the Bybit trade on that one. Yeah, Bitcoin is holding, you know, it's not doing, you know, anything special right now, but you know, it's still holding, and I still thinking go down to, you know, 19, something like that. But Ethereum V up here, if this breaks towards the upside, might actually be very, very good. But it needs to break towards the upside. Now, the question is whether this upside is actually hopium or not. Let's check some other coins up here right now. Sand, we already got the trade on sand, so we're gonna let it go a little bit. It's turning around down here, so it needs to do something special to, you know, hit this target of 0.86. We're still up, but you know, our stop loss is down here at 81, I think, or something like that. Apecoin up here. Apecoin hit the bottom down here several times, bounced up here, right now pulling back down a little bit. Apecoin looks okay-ish. I think Apecoin looks okay-ish, especially this channel on the downside, this support line down here. Can it go down here with Bitcoin again? Yeah, it can, and then bounce. Still creating lower lows up here. Let's go to 1 hourly time frame. It broke this trend over here towards the upside, so it's losing a little bit steam. Let's see something if there's something better. They're doing these, you know, really weird patterns, like. So maybe it's coming down to some kind of support down here. 10 moving average. So some kind of resistance up here, some kind of lines. But it's just doing this, you know, zigzag, you know, some kind of channel up here. We longing sand. No, we long said yesterday. Hi, Captain, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Hope recovery is going nicely. Hope you survived the hurricane. Now, we did sand trade yesterday, so we're not gonna do sand. Sand is still open. The sand trade is still up. Where is the sand trade? We gotta go to futures derivatives, futures classic up here. So we our sand trade is still up to like 12% from yesterday. So we kind of missed the take profit target by 0.002. So you know, there's that. But hopefully this is gonna come back again and take profit. So you know, we're gonna just let it go. We're just gonna let it go. But let's see some other coins. Let's see if we can find other coins that are looking at. Like this part over here actually looks good. You know, big impulsive move with exhaustion pattern towards downside. This is actually a bullish pattern, right? The problem with these bullish patterns, exhaustion patterns, you don't know if it's just gonna do one more move, it's just gonna break up. You know, because it can go pretty far down before it actually breaks up, right? But it is actually a bullish move. It is actually a bullish move. Exhaustion pattern with a move towards downside, you know, and then breaks towards the upside. So we need to look for example, when it breaks the top line up here, that might be good. Also, you know, buying you know, the bottoms down here, hoping this is gonna break out. This might actually be the case. So these exhaustion patterns are very nice, very bullish. So this looks okay. This looks okay in my book. Yeah, it got also this shoe pattern up here on a little bit bigger time frame. You see up here it went down here, then right now it's doing this part over here, which is very good, very good. So you know, Alice might actually be a long position up here. Let's see how much we can actually lose on this thing up here. So you know, the downside should be something like, you know, down here, give or take. Yeah, that's 6-7%. That's a big move down. It's a very big move down. Let's try to draw a channel up here. Actually looks like something like this up here. Yeah, touch, very nice touches, and then upside up here. Maybe something like this, give or take. maybe it's a little bit bigger churn, because you can see how nicely it held this support up here, then it held it up here, then it held it up here, then it broke it down, but right back up again, then it broke it down, tried to retest, and right down again. So right now it's back above the midline up here, so the midline might be actually very, very important. So we can say that, you know, the down target is, you know, the down move is not all the way down, but the problem up here, we still got a lower low. Do we have any kind of divergence on this thing over here? No, there is no divergence on the chart. So, you know, it would be nice if you can pull down a little bit up here, you know, and get a higher low. That would be very, very bullish. But right now we don't have a higher low. We just have a, you know, lower low down here. Yeah, but we might be looking at Alice. I posted in Telegram my trade for the day. I'm not meant to click that. My trade for today, Ethereum V, pocket up there, Confluence, you know, support, makes trading up here in the middle, somewhere, I don't know, 10, 11 or something like that. Golden pocket, you're trading up to the golden pocket. Down move, I don't know how you figure out a daily open below, right below the daily open, weekly open up here, all the way into golden pocket. It might play out. It might play out. Alice, who the F is Alice? Yeah, exactly. Oh, that song. That I was 13 years old, you know, and they played it, you know, all the time in the disco club, you know, in the disco club. Alice. So are we gonna buy the resistance, guy? Are we gonna buy the resistance? That's the big question. Now it's getting a little bit too fast for this up here. Maybe a pullback back down to the moving averages, and then we're gonna get it, and then it's, you know, towards the upside, right? We're gonna wait for a pullback. If there is no pullback, we don't do it. A requisite, or rec, or whatever it's called, request network. Yeah, look at these wicks on the upside, man. What's happens here, man? But it's keeping this, you know, a resistance up here, and it's coming close to the resistance, so I'm a little bit unsure whether, how this is gonna play out. Oh, this is 5-minute chart. Sorry, this is 5-minute chart. Wow, no wonder you're talking about rec, man. This thing blew through the roof. 14%, not actually through the roof, but it did a nice move towards the upside. Yeah, but it came up here on the daily time frame, came up to the resistance up here. Right now pulling back. It might be good. It might be good because it went up there, you know, then broke towards the upside up here. Found some kind of button down here. But the move, you know, a little bit unsure how, you know, you can see up here right now, it is, you see the daily resistance line. So if you zoom in, so right now I understand why you are having these, you know, moves up here towards this level, because there is a resistance up here, right? So it needs to break the resistance towards the upside if it wants to continue pumping. But will it have a pullback first below down here? You know, that's the question. I never know whether, you know, there are some patterns that are more bullish than bearish, but you know, these kind of things, you know, I don't know. We have VWAP below. Yeah, we don't follow VWAP. Matic, what's happening with Matic? Let's check out a map, Matic, and see what's up with Matic. Not much. It went up with Bitcoin, right now pulling back down. Broke the trend like everything else. Up here. Right now it's pulling back. But it's holding this 10 moving average on the 4 hourly, so you know, it's okay. Maybe it's just gonna, you know, pump up here towards the upside. There was a trend line up here that actually got broken towards the upside, which is actually quite good, just like Bitcoin, right? You see the slide, this is actually a longer term downtrend, broke right back down again. This actually looks good for Matic. Maybe just Matic is, you know, it needs to get back above these levels up here towards the upside, but you know, it did break this downtrend. It did break this downtrend. Maybe this is a retest, just like Bitcoin is doing a retest, or did do retest. Guys, don't make me check, you know, random coins. Tell me what you know. You guys are traders. I'm trying to learn trading. Tell me what, you know, what you are looking at. Has Luna Classic already been done? You know, every time I say Luna Classic is done, it does this thing over here. You know, last time I said, it's done. Of course it was done. It went down and then it did this move up here, 50C. Like, I think we did, you know, show up here. I was talking about how Luna is, you know, speculative coins. You know, nobody, you know, investors are not investing in Luna and stuff like that, right? And then it does, you know, 60% towards the upside. There is nothing that's done. You know, it's speculative coin. It goes up, it goes down. But we're not gonna touch this. This is a short, in my opinion. You think it's a short? I don't know. I would be, you know, because bulls have shown that they have, you know, power to hold the support. Bulls have shown the power that they have to hold the support. Bears have actually managed to push the price down. Bulls have also managed to, you know, kick this towards the upside up here. They held the support. They show the power to actually break above the resistance. And right now, if they show power that they can actually do this move up here, then the bulls are actually technically a lot stronger than bears. AOG pumped 50%. So what do you want to do with it? We can maybe short AOG. It's not on any decent exchange. Of course, it's gonna pump. This is short, my opinion. Lunk is similar to Shiba and Doge now. No. At least not the way I look at it. So what is the pullback gonna be at? Maybe back down there. So if it goes down here into this, you know, into this river of moving averages, this is a river. I am gonna call this a river from now on. When you see the moving averages like this is the river, right? This is the river, and the river up here, we want to go back into the river and then go towards the upside. So this river of the moving averages down here. So 10-9 or something like that, and then bounce. So I'm gonna do that. But let's check something else. Cardano. Ooh, Cardano has been having a nice move. This is a 5-minute chart, man. On 5-minute charts, it pumped like 4%, you know, a little bit. Ooh, this is bullish. Oh, this is nice, but it's still 2 hours left. 24 hours. So 30 minutes just closed. Where did 30 minutes close? Close buffed. Oh, this actually looks very bullish. This looks very nice. You see this 4 hourly up here, you know, it went down big time and then went up here and then right now going up here. So it might actually do this up here towards the upside. How much is the right now upside? Oh, 3%, man. Could do more leverage with the tighter stop loss. Weekly candle on DXY looks promising. Haven't checked the weekly candle on DXY. Let me check it out. By the way, we talked about DXY today. Yeah, you see up here this move towards the upside. Let's see on 4 hourly time frame. We said that, you know, this move towards the upside looks like it's gonna get rejected. It's getting rejected. Let's look at the weekly candles up here. Yeah, it looks like it has this, you know, big move up here. Right now it's creating doji, but you know, there's still 1 day and 14 hours left on this. You know, we're not gonna call it anything right now. And if you see DXY do something like this up here, guys, if you see something like this on DXY, you gotta be careful because it can just very easily break towards the upside up here. Now there are 2 ways this can actually play out. If it starts doing this pattern over here, this can of course break towards downside and upside, but if it breaks towards the upside, it is strongly bullish. On the other hand, I think it should break on downside, but I've seen a lot of these kind of moves where it breaks down below something and then it, you know, hugs the resistance over here and then breaks again towards the upside and just continues pumping, right? But it should, you know, just do, you know, the move and then break on downside. But if it doesn't break on downside, if it actually goes up, that's actually very bullish for the XY. So do notice that you know, this very zigzaggy move right below the resistance up here. XPR Proton is all-time low. Where do you think the bottom is? No clue, man. Not that kind of weekly candle on the XY looks promising. Sup guys? Sup Giga? How you doing, man? No pullbacks, no pullbacks. Give me a pullback, man. Just a pullback, man. You're already extended a little bit on 5 minutes time frame. Yeah, just give me a pullback, man. We said we want to pull back down here into the river. Give us a pullback into the river, and it's gonna be fine. Do we have any divergence up here at chart? Yeah, there is slight divergence on the chart. Slight divergence, hitting the resistance up here. And we're gonna wait, we got time. Dogecoin right now. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame because, you know, the 4 hours are nice. So this looks like, you know, ooh, very nice. Oh, this line is very nice. Oh, I like that. Oh man, I get so horny when I see this. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that retest, man. Isn't that nice? ETV pumping on Qcoin. Yeah, on Qcoin it is pumping, I get that, but it's not pumping on ETV on Bybit. There is it. It's not pumping on Bybit, but yeah, on Qcoin it is pumping. Yeah, it's pumping on spot. That's the thing. It's pumping on spot. Yeah, on Qcoin is pumping on spot. Are they gonna short it? Are they gonna short it? I don't know why there's such discrepancy between the futures and the Qcoin. What is right now? ETV on Qcoin. What is it at right now? 12.2. Wow, 12.2. 12.2. And here's at 11.1, and it's at, you know, 12.2 is you know, that's 10% up. It pumped 10%. I just remind you, you said Bitcoin never below 18.5k. I didn't say that, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Short 100%. It's an indicator of what's gonna happen. Long, my friend, long day, not a short day. Yeah, I think it's a long day, but you know, it would be nice to get this this channel to pull back. It would be nice to get this channel to pull back. Show him now with 3x leverage. You're shorting the uptrend? Damn. Why can't we have pullbacks, guys? Why can't we have pullbacks? What did we do in life to deserve this? Huh? What did we do in life to deserve this? Why can't we have a small pullback so we can buy in and go to the moon? I mean, I'm not really, you know, asking for much. I'm just asking for a slight pullback. Like, how much is this pullback? Like 1.6%. Can I get 1.6% down? Just 1.6%. Like, it's not that much. It's not that much. Just give me a little bit pullback. That's all I'm asking for. Let's go quickly over some other coins just to see, you know, how they look like. We're just gonna remove everything so we can just see the moving averages up here. This actually looks good on this Ethereum. This looks good. Yeah. So ADA up here having a very nice pump up here on the 4 hourly, but 4 hours is not closed yet. Ethereum Classic might be getting a higher low. That's actually quite good. Shiba, Doge. I think right now it might be, you know, Qcoin token up here is already, you know, created this cup and handle pattern, maybe. I don't know. Bitjet token still pumpu. It's on daily. Yeah, it's still pumping. Like BJ token is pumping all the time. I don't know why. Sand, we already got a sand trade going on, so we're gonna let it go. This actually looks quite nice. Rubik Ape. Ape is going down on this hugging on downtrend on this line. It's a little bit unsure about that. Mana does look nice. Mana does look nice up here. Mana looks also very nice. We can do a mana trade up here as well. Mana looks very nice. This exhaustion pattern, you can see up here, this is a very nice exhaustion pattern. Big move down here with the exhaustion pattern downside, like, and right now it's doing this, you know, the hugging down here. This actually looks very nice. I think, you know, we might even put a mana trade up in over here. Yeah, why not? How much is it downside? 5-6%. 5% down. Just like 2x or something like that. How much is the upside though? Where would we take profit if it goes to the upside? Up there. 15 times 2. Yeah, it's good. Like right now, yeah, but it's gonna be a little bit less time 2 to 24, something like that. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's the first move is up there, of course, but then, you know, eventually it's up there. ETV broke up. No pullbacks, guys. No pullbacks. No pullbacks. No pullbacks. 5-minute break. No pullbacks.
Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within the golden rule. Centimeters of ether, I'm heating the speaker. Motivational teacher with words that burn people. Singing the headlines, line with discord. It's either genocide or the planet in uproar. Never good. The rules in paradise are never nice. The best laid plans of mice and men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with flowers for Algernon, an average Joe who knows what the fuck is going on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon, fly like an arrow of God until I'm gone. So drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take old child gunning. Elbow plow 2 times loud, stunning. Stunning. When they hit ya, lift you off the earth like, hey yo, take you right back to earth. And niggas wonder why. They might wonder why this shit might happen, but it does. They go drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping it vertical, forever elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. Street better than me, 'cause it's the heavenly key to unlock the inner strength. What my essence will be, it's the knowledge of self, understanding of the things around me that becomes the wisdom that I
Shentai, go back to start of the stream.
channeling energy to my thoughts, attain symmetry. Remember me, because my pros remain gold. I got the gift of gab like them pimps and cane goals. It never ends. I keep it rolling like a cipher. The first caveman bringing fire, innovating it higher. To plasma states, I raise the stakes. It's double another.
We just want a background sound. There, some Chinese, no, some Korean stuff. This broke out. Are we just gonna FOMO in? Nah, we're not that crazy. 30 minutes. There will be a pullback. There will be a pullback, guys. There will be a pullback. Bitcoin doing well. 30 minutes closed above all the moving averages. 1 hourly right now going up for all the moving averages. Bitcoin looks strong. Everything looks good. Let's do a mana trade as well. Mana is not doing that well. Alice, can we long Alice? We can long Alice because Alice is above moving averages, consolidating up here. 2% down, something like that. Yeah, let's do a trade on Alice for whatever reason. This futures Alice perpetual. There you go. We got Alice on Qcoin, so that's good. We got also send long right up here right now. Alice 2 times 5, 5x. Yeah, it's okay. 25% buy long on Alice. There we go, we bought long on Alice. We got Alice. We're gonna put a stop loss down here on Alice at 67.2. $167.2. $6 confirm, and we're gonna put take profit up here on Alice at all the way up here at the top, somewhere 3.2%, something like that. What's this at? Give or take 176, 763, 1763. There we go. $10. Win is a win if it wins comes, right? There we go. That trade is set. We're gonna forget about that trade. Why long? Why not? What you mean why long? What you mean why long? Where is the pullback, man? Where? There is the pullback. There is the pullback. There is the pullback. Look how nicely it's been climbing up here. I mean, I didn't even see this on Bybit. It's look at the green candles up here. My trade is almost done. There is always a pullback. No pullbacks, guys. No pullbacks. That's it. A little bit more. Come on, a little bit more. On ETV, yeah. We just broke out the triangle. This is by far over. Not over, I mean. 12.5. It's already went up like, you know, 6%. Right now it's pulling back a little bit, you know. How is ETV doing on Bybit, by the way? How's ETV doing on Bybit? It went up to 12.2 for the pullback. I don't know. I don't think I want to do Ethereum V right now because it is up like 6%. It can go higher, but we didn't get it at a good spot. We didn't get it at a good spot, unfortunately. Chili's is double bottom on the 50-minute. I'm gonna check that out. Thanks for the heads up. But it's already played out, man. You know, if you told me down here, you know, that'd be nice. But you know, you're telling me up there. And you're telling me, you know, when it's hitting almost resistance up here, 50 moving average and this thing over here, so, you know. So, not the best, you know, not the, you know, it is nice down here. It is some kind of bottom. It's bouncing up, but, you know, it's hitting resistance right now. ETV up 7%. No pullbacks. This was a pullback. So guys, we did Alice long. We're gonna let Alice long, you know, run up here. We're gonna let Alice long run, but I'm a little bit unsure what I want to do ETV because it feels like FOMO. You know, I don't want to FOMO. Yeah, if we are gonna do the trade up here, you know, it's gonna be in our terms. And our terms, you know, we didn't do it down here, so you know, it already went up like something like, you know, this was, you know, 64%, you know, move, but there is no pullbacks. There is no pullbacks. Literally no, zero pullbacks. So there is that. There is that. You know, best buying was down here. You know, we never got that. It went up slowly. No pullback down here. Right now up there. No pullbacks down there. So you know. I don't want to FOMO in. I don't want to FOMO in. And this looks like it's just going to continue pumping up here, I think. Maybe. But I don't want to FOMO in on Ethereum V. I really don't. So there's that. Okay, guys, but we did one trade. We did Bitcoin daily stuff. We did Bitcoin daily. Bitcoin right now on the 1 hour, 30 minutes is actually looking very good. It's going to close the double candle up there. It's hitting the resistance right now a little bit, I think. Give or take. So we're gonna see if this actually can break this towards the upside eventually. But yeah, it's okay. Anyways, guys, that's it for the trading daily today. We did at least one trade. I think we missed the Ethereum V trade, but I don't want to FOMO in. I don't want to FOMO in. That's the thing. You know, there will be new options tomorrow, so maybe we're gonna do it tomorrow. Maybe we're gonna do it another time. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 43 minutes, so there is that. For people that, you know, wondering where Bitcoin Daily is always the start of the show of Trading Daily. So make sure to hit the notifications button, you know, to get here in the start. Besides that, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Join KuCoin while you can. Get the gems. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye.